They were married. You don't know, they never quarrelled. I never heard them quarrel. I think they were quite good at it. I mean, when you think they brought, Arthur wasn't born then, of course. But they had 6 children, and they brought them all up on £2, 10 shillings a week. Can you believe it? I don't know how Mum did it. And like a pound of that went on rent. So she only had to pay like £1.50, we'd call it these days, £1 10 shillings, to spend on food and whatever else we needed, you know. I remember when she bought her first vacuum cleaner. She was made up with this vacuum cleaner. Yeah. I think she paid about £1 shilling a week for it, something like that. Get them on, they never knew her. But she was a good mother. She had 2 things going in the garden. She always grew a row of runner beans every year. And down the bottom of the garden, she had a heap. And she used to grow marrows on the heap. Those are the 2 things that she grew. Dad did the rest. that was Mum's plot. When Dad died, us boys had to take over these, putting up the bean sticks and all that sort of thing. And she used to love going there and picking the beans and you know, and looking after these marrows. She used to grow them great. I think great things too. So much to do with them. Couldn't eat them all. Yeah. Yeah, Dad, he became ill in 1953. He became ill. He couldn't work and eventually diagnosed that he had cancer of the colon. Well, in those days there was nothing for cancer, you know, no treatment, except giving you jabs of what's that drug called now?
Morphine?
Morphine, that's the drug. He had a nurse come night and day, a male nurse came, and to give him an injection. That's all he could do for him. But by the beginning of 54, he was so bad, they took him in the hospital, in the general hospital. And I was in the police force then, surely. And the sergeant was good enough, knowing that Dad was ill, he put me on the beat up round here, round the hospital. So I could pop in and visit Dad. And of course he used to see me come in uniform, because he was on, you could visit him any time because he was on danger list. And he didn't know that, of course, but he used to say to me, "What are you doing here?" he said. "It's not visiting time, you know, and all that." I just said, "Well, because I'm on shifts, I've got special permission from the sister to come and visit." And unfortunately, everybody used to go to see him almost every day. Unfortunately, I was on 2 to 10 when he died, and I was down at the old thatch, and on the corner of Percy Road, there used to be one of our contact pillars where we used to ring into the station. And I was due to ring in at 8 o'clock in the evening, and I was walking towards this pillar, and it was flashing, which meant they needed you urgently. And so I opened the door and got the phone out, and the sergeant told me that Dad had passed away. So he said, "Go on home," he said, I'll cover the rest of your shift." So I went straight up to Mum's place then. And yeah, on that, nobody with him when he died. After all those visits that we made, coincidentally there was nobody with him when he died. Strange, huh? Mum became, I mean, she was getting on then. No, she wasn't. Dad died he was 58 when he died. Yeah. So Mum must have been, she was 3 years younger than him, so she must only have been about 55 when Dad died. And then she lived alone in her house for some years. We used to visit her every week and look after her and that. But eventually she couldn't manage it, so she gave up the house and moved into a flat at Lord's Hill. And she and the next door neighbour were friends. And every day they used to go up to the community hall to play bingo and, you know, did stuff up there. And they used to go up together every day. And this particular day, I mean, Mum was 87 by then. This particular day, they were both walking along, and all of a sudden, Mum went in onto the ground, collapsed. And they took her in the hospital, and she broken her femur. It just, I think she had her sticks, of course, and I think one of them went down a hole or something and caused her to fall over, and she broke her femur. And they put a plate in there, and they said that when it was all healed up properly, they'd take the plate out. But they never did. Never did. And then she couldn't look after herself after that. We used to find her in all sorts of problems when we went up to visit her. So she went into a home up in Burgess Road. Do you know Burgess Road, the avenue, the crossroads there?
Yeah, the lights.
Up the avenue, yeah. Well, the last house before you got to the traffic lights on the left used to be a care home run by a couple called Paul and Pat, and she was a nurse. And they only had 9 residents in there. So we took her, and she was quite pleased to be up there. She was looked after for a while. She lived there from the age of 87 to 90. She was 93 coming when she died. She died there.
93.
She died of old age. And she had dementia just before she died. They call it Alzheimer's disease there, don't they? She had dementia. And she lived in one of the big rooms upstairs, which faced Burgess Road. It was a big double bedroom you used to have in those days, massive. So there were 2 people in this bedroom. And Paul was telling me that apparently the law came out that if this was the case, they had to have a screened off washing area, you know, toilet place. So in the bedroom there was a basin and, you know, and so Paul was obliged to screen this off. So he put up a shower curtain rail from one corner to the other corner, because it was bent like that, and he secured it to the ceiling at the bend with a hook in the ceiling, hold up the, imagine that. And it was okay. But my mother firmly believed this hook, which was black, and the ceiling was white, she firmly believed it was a spider. And she kept on me about this bloody spider. In the end I had to go and ask Paul if he would paint it white. And did, he painted it white, and she was quite happy after that. You couldn't see it. And another thing was, she told me once there was a fire in her wardrobe. Don't open that door, son, she said, there's a fire in there. Yeah. Oh, that sort of thing. And there she is. That was her on her 90th birthday, in the home. And she had a window, she'd been in much the same position that I'm in now. She had a window there, look. And out the window you could see the gable of the house. Yeah? And it had one of those, you've ever seen them, those iron curlies on top? Yeah, just a decoration. And to Mum, that was a swarm of insects. Don't you open that window, son. I want them insects in here. It's just poor old soul. Yeah. And another time I went to visit her, and she had no teeth in. So I said, "Where's your teeth, Mum?" "Teeth, son?" she said. "What do you mean teeth, teeth?" I said, "Where's your teeth?" She got so confused she didn't know. And I searched around, I found them. They were in a bag of toffees, with a toffee stuck between them. She tried to chew this big toffee, and they glued her teeth together. She had to take her out, put them in the bag. Yeah, poor old soul. So there, that's the history of my mum and dad.